Hello my dear students. So in the last class we started with the algorithm and we have done little bit of algorithm, one or two algorithms. So today we will see more about these algorithms and we'll write more algorithms, how to write this algorithm. Okay, so let us start. So today we'll write some algorithms with the connection with mathematics and physics. So let us start. So so here will be the question. Write an algorithm to input length and breadth of a rectangle and calculate its perimeter and area. So now see, so now we have to write an algorithm to input the length and breadth, and then after we'll calculate its perimeter and area. So we know the formula of perimeter. So P equals to 2 into length plus breadth. This is one formula. And for area is equals to length into breadth. So now let us see how to write this algorithm. So now we always start with the step value and we write start. And second, so in the starting we have to take the input. And what are the input? Length and breadth. And for length we'll take the variable as L, and for breadth we'll take the variable as B. So this is the input section, input, length and breadth. So for length I'm writing L, and for breadth I'm writing it as B. So first we have taken input in length and breadth. That means we'll have the value for L and we have the value for B. And then after getting the value of length and breadth, we have to calculate perimeter. So P equals to 2 into length plus breadth. So this is the formula for length and for perimeter. So we have taken the input for length and breadth, and here is the calculation part. And area A equals to length into breadth. Now see, we have calculated the perimeter and area, and at the last we have to display. Number 5, print P. That means it will display the perimeter. Number 6, print A. So it will display the area, and at the last stop. So this is how we write an algorithm for finding the length and breadth of a rectangle. So in the first, we always have to take the input, and then after comes the calculation part, and then after comes the processing or the calculation part. First is the input, and then after calculation part, and then after the printing or the displaying part. So this is how we write the algorithm for finding the perimeter and area of a rectangle. So now we'll see another algorithm. So for example, write an algorithm to input, instead of length and breadth, to input the values of A and B and calculate the value of x, where x is equals to a square plus 2ab plus b square. So now see, we have to input the values for, we have to enter the value for a and b, and we have to calculate the value for x. That means we have to display the value of x. Scene number 2. So we'll take the input inside the variable a and b. So we have taken the input, and after taking the input, what we do? We calculate. Calculate means using the formula. So x is equals to a. So we'll not write a square like this. So we'll write, instead of a square, we write a into a. For into, we use asterisk marks for input mark, and 2 into a into b plus b square, b into b. So this is how we write the formula for calculation. And then after, what we do, the next step, so after calculating, what we do, we just display. Just write, for display we write print x and file stop. So this is how we write an algorithm. Okay, right? So first we have taken the input for a and b, and then after the calculation part, and then after we are displaying the value of x. So this is how we write an algorithm. So next we will see how to use the conditional statement. Okay, conditional statement means taking the decision. Okay, so conditional statement, conditional statement. So this is the conditional statement. So the syntax, first we write if, and then the condition comes, and then if this condition is true, statement 1 else so this is the conditional statement. So in conditional statement, this is the syntax. This is the syntax. Syntax means, we call this syntax as the grammar of a program. We say syntax as the grammar of a program. So using the conditional statement, so this is how we write the conditional statement. So first we'll start with if, and we'll provide some condition. There will be some condition. If this condition is true, if this condition becomes true, then the statement 1 will execute. And if this condition is true, the statement 1 will execute. And if the condition becomes false, the statement 2 will execute. That means if the condition is true, then the statement 1, that means the body of if statement. This is the body of if statement. If the condition is false, then it will jump to the else part, and then after the statement 2 will execute. So this is how we write the conditional statement. So to demonstrate this conditional statement, we'll write an algorithm to find the greatest of two numbers. Algorithm to find the greatest of two numbers. So in this algorithm, we'll take the input of two numbers, and then after we will check which one is lost. And if the first number is lost, we'll just display the statement as the first number is lost, and if the second number is lost, then in the else part the second number is lost will be displayed. So number 1, start. And number 2, first we have to take the input inside two values, inside two variables. So we'll take the variable as A and B. And then after the conditional part, this if A is greater than B. If A is greater, this is the conditional operator. If A is greater than B, then statement 1. Statement 1 means just the printing. We'll just write beside this print first number is large. Since we are displaying the message, so the message should be enclosed within the double quotes. And number 5, else. And in else part we don't have to give any checking. This is called checking. Print second number is large. And after 7, end is, and 8, stop. So see, first start, and then after it is asking for the input the values for A and B. Suppose for example, if we execute this one, so first with the help of this input statement, it will ask input the value for A and B. So these are two variables A and B. We know that variable is a container which stores the value A and B. So first I have stored the value, I have inputted the value, I have entered the value inside the variable as 5, and inside this variable B I have entered the value as 4. And then after the checking will occur. If A is greater than B, so what the value I have inserted? The value of A is now 5. The value of A is 5. 5 greater than the value of B, I have entered it as 4. Is 5 greater than 4? So that means, is this statement true? Yes. If this statement becomes true, then this statement will execute. That means the if part will execute. This is the body of if statement. That means what I am printing? I am printing the first number is large. So I am displaying the message the first number is large. And again, when we run this program once again, input the value for A and B. I have entered the value of A as 6 and the value of B as 8. Again, see, if A is greater than B. Now what is the value of A? 6 greater than B? 8. Is 6 greater than 8? No. If it is not, then this if part will not execute, so it will jump to the else part. What is there? Print the second number is large. So our output will be second number is large. So it will display the message second number is large. So once again, I'll repeat this one. If I enter the value of A as 9, suppose 9, okay, if it is true, then if part will execute, else part will not execute. If condition is true, then only the if part will execute, the else part will not execute. And if part is executing, the else part will never execute. That means if the condition is true, then the if block will execute, and if the condition becomes false, then the else part will execute. So this is how we write the algorithm. So in the next class we will see flowchart. Since I am going faster, so because we have to cover the syllabus and we are doing this, it has to be done in class 11, since you did not get the time to cover this one in class 11. So I am trying to complete this as soon as possible, so I am going in a faster manner. So in the next class we will see about the flowchart. We'll learn the flowchart. Okay, thank you.